This is Bill at Highland Hill Farm, and today I want to tell you a story about Mother's Day. A couple days ago, a man came here looking for a holly for his yard. And when he was ready to pay, he said he also needed a holly for his mom. Now, this man was about my age, so I said to him, well, there's some little perennials outside the window here. Just take her one and tell her it's from Bill at Highland Hill Farm. And so he was very happy to get a free perennial for his mother, and I was happy to give it to him, and we struck up a little conversation. And here's the story of that conversation. This man's approximately my age, and he said that his mother was 89, and I asked him, oh, well then your father was probably a vet. And he said, yes, my father was a vet. I said, mine too. And he said that he really missed his father. His father died a couple of years ago. And I said, I also. My mother and father are both deceased, and I miss them both. And then he said, was your father in the Army? And I said, no, my father was in the Army Air Corps. And he was saying that his father was in the Army. And he then went on to say that his father was in the Battle of the Bulge and had been captured by the Germans and escaped. And I looked at him and I said, when I was a kid I knew a man who was also in the Battle of the Bulge and he escaped. And that man was a true hero to me because he taught me an awful lot about life. And he said to me, what was that man's name? And I said, that man's name was Benny Janeski from Lambertville, New Jersey. He looked at me in surprise and awe, and he said, that's my father. And so I met Benny Janeski Jr. I had known his father and his mother from many years ago. In fact, I knew they lived on Rock Hill Road in Lambertville, or Rocktown Road in Lambertville, and that his father had a TD9 bulldozer, and it started with gas and ran then with diesel. You switched it over from gas to diesel. I knew his father was a great mechanic and a great operator of heavy equipment. And I said to him, you know, I knew his father very well. I saw him sometimes daily back in the 60s when I knew him. And so that's the story I wanted to tell you today about the two men that mean a lot to me, my father and Benny Janeski.